Hello, this is Cerella-Nazari, and today I will be reviewing three different case studies. The first case study I have reviewed is the web designer Cloudred. I was most inspired by the interviewee's answer to why people buy from them. He replied, "We have a clear process to get from point A to point B." This made me realize that one can promise the moon, but without a plan, nobody will want to commit. Additionally, I was inspired to think of myself as an entrepreneur. Like the interviewee, I consider myself a good employee, but this does not mean I cannot be my own boss. I am inspired to see where I could go if I allow myself to believe in me as an entrepreneur. Through their experience of failure, I have learned that keeping milestones is important because not everyone works with the same speed. Milestones can help solve problems before losing a client. This case study has inspired me to alter my business idea by keeping an open mind. My idea could benefit from an expansion in content or diversification of content. A business might and should change as my clients' needs change. After exploring this case study, I would like to incorporate the custom of cultivating interest outside work. It will help employees with clients and allow them to have stress outlets and a good work-life balance. Lastly, I would love to implement his stay modest and humble advice because I believe it is something that will always help a person interact with others and bring positive people to one's lives and business. I have explored I have explored SOAP BXS as my second case study. I have been inspired by the way the company's work schedule is structured. I have a very 9 to 5 mentality, but this type of example helps me evaluate my business ideas. I fully believe in having downtime and re energizing from that time. I now realize that I can incorporate that habit into my business and still be successful. I have learned through their mistakes that growth does not mean profit. As a business owner, I need to understand the value of my work and my crew's work. Making smart decisions to ensure that we are all taken care of will also result in loyal employees and good work. I would alter my business after reviewing this case and focus on a financial model instead of my business idea. I need to research and understand my market before I commit to any creative idea. After reading this case study, I will incorporate more positive feedback to my team. I love the way Amber takes away the spotlight from herself and gives credit to her team. It shows humbleness and speaks greatly about her character. It also builds on the stay modest and humble motto that I spoke about earlier. The last case study I will be studying is about the coaching business, Room on the Edge. I was inspired by the feeling of passion that is transmitted through Michelle's interview. I feel like her passion and inner peace are translated into her work and business. Her business feels like an extension of herself. I love to read about her perspective on failure. She is converting these moments into experience, useful and valuable experience, which I find brave and inspiring. After reading this case study, I would change my business idea into an open/experimental one. I am noticing a trend of evolution in these businesses, and that helps me understand that it is okay not to have every piece of the puzzle as long as I am willing to evolve with the needs of the time and the needs of the client. I would like to incorporate Michelle's bravery into my business. She has created her own passion into something that sustains her. She made her dream job happen instead of waiting for someone to give it to her. I have truly enjoyed these case studies, and to finish, I would like to conclude with the presentation with one common trait that I found among these businesses. They surrounded themselves with people that they had different strengths than they do and grew by accepting their own limitations. I find that inspiring, brave, and truly influential in something that I would love to incorporate not only in my personal life but in my business. Thank you for listening. I hope you have one great night.